Mm, Good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm so excited to be in your midst this evening. Yes, wherever you're watching me from, I just wanted to know I am live already. Yes, I'll be. I'll not be. Hi, welcome. Yes, I'm so excited to be here. I'm good. And how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing today? Yes, I'm so excited to be here tonight. Yes. Yes, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining me today. I hope we are good. I hope we are good. We are good. We're doing well. So we are doing well tonight. Yes, it's right about time we start communicating why we are here. If you know why we are here, put in the comments section or put in the chat box. Can you not what? I can't. If you know why we are here, just put in the comment section. If you know why we are here tonight, just put in the comment section. So if you are watching me, if you are seeing me, just put in the comment section that you can see me. Yes. Hi. Yeah, so we are here tonight. Yes, we are here tonight concerning a very interesting topic. Good evening. So before thank you Kimberly for joining. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you Kimberly for joining. I think it's right about time we proceed. Yes, it's right about time. So before we go further, just want to ask us how are we doing? Hope we are doing fine. Hope we are having a lovely time, maybe with family, wherever you are. I think and I hope everything is fine with you. Yes, so this section is put together by Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy Academy, and I'm happy to introduce myself. I am Catherine Irene. I'm a parent coach to parents of children with cerebral palsy. Yes, for those that are meeting me for the first time, I need to actually introduce myself. Should in case you hear me speak any other time or you find my face or you see my face anywhere, I am Catherine Irene. I'm a coach to parents of cerebral palsy children. What is my interest? I help parents of cerebral palsy children find themselves and embrace their unique journey. Yes, many a times we see this journey as something that is stressful, something that is overwhelming. Sometimes we even term it as spiritual journey. In quotes, maybe we think maybe people from the village, voodoo, kind of. I don't know how to put it, but I'm here to tell us that we can actually thrive beyond cerebral palsy. Yes. So let's go. Our topic today is dare to be different. Dare to be different. Embracing your story without shame. Embracing your story without shame. How can you dare to be different when you are walking in a journey that seems as if no one understands you? That seems as if it is painful. How then can you dare to be different? It is possible. It is very, very possible for you to be different. Because one thing is pertinent that when you accept your child diagnosis and you begin to see your child as someone that was given to you by God and as a divine purpose, then you can dare to be different. You don't need to live the life of somebody else. You need to embrace the life that God Himself has given to you. That is what we are talking about this evening. Then, when we talk about you embracing your story without shame, what is your story? Are you seeing your story as a mistake? I'm here to let you know that your story is not a mistake. Your story is not too messy for you to embrace it. Yes, I myself talking to you, I'm a mother to four beautiful children. And I have a daughter
who will be turning 16 by October, she has cerebral palsy. You understand what I mean? So when I come out to tell you that it is possible for you to try, for you to even tell your story, for you to dare to be different, I know what I'm talking about. Because that journey you are walking is a sacred journey. That journey that you are walking is a purposeful journey. It's a journey that God Himself, He said, even from the beginning, God has seen the ending. Just that most of us, we don't follow suit of what even the Word of God is saying concerning our situation at every point in time. Now, your story is not too painful. Get that. Don't think, oh, my story is so pathetic. My story is so pathetic. My story is so ugly. My story is so messy. No. And another thing is that you are not too late to talk about your story. You are not too late to talk about your story. Now, why do you need to embrace your story? Why is it that embracing your story matters at this point or at these times that we are? Many parents feel pressure to hide the hard parts of what they are going through, the pain of the diagnosis, the disappointment in system, the failed system. There's disappointment. The system have failed us. There are moments of doubt, there are moments of fear, or even anger. Some of us were even vexing for God. Why did God have to make me go through all this? But this is the good news here. Every chapter of your life, even the broken one, holds value. Yes, when you embrace your story without shame, what are you doing? You are stopping from running from your past. Yes, you are stopping from running from your past and you start standing on it as your platform. Yes, what story have you got? How ugly is that situation? I'll use myself as a case study. Betting Desire and her brother, by the way, Desire is a twin. Betting Desire and her brother felt as if my life was crumbling. It looks as if I couldn't amount to anything. It looks as if the world should open so that I fall into it or so that it swallowed me up. Yes, it was that bad. It was so, so bad. Imagine you hoping to cuddle your child, hoping to walk with your child, hoping to do nice stuff with your child, and all of a sudden it seems as if that dream was dashed. What did I do? Did I just fold my hands and say, oh, it has ended? Because I know that shame will tell me you are doing this thing wrongly. Shame will tell me, oh, people knew the truth. People will judge you. That is what shame will tell me. Shame will tell me you are not enough for this journey. And it says, this is what God's grace is saying. This is not the end of your story. And that grace spoke to me. It spoke to me. It said, this is not the end of your story. Yes, God uses the wounded, not the perfect. I heard it clearly. In that your story that is so painful, God can still use you. You can still own your story. You can still talk about it without feeling guilty. You can still talk about it without being ashamed. Now, I don't know the story that is actually holding you back. I don't know how many persons can hear me. can hear me, put on the comment section and say you can hear me. If you can hear me, you can see me, put on the comment section and say I can hear you. Yeah, it will make me to know that you are following what I'm saying tonight. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Kimberly, for confirming that to me. Now, how do you embrace the story without shame? How do you embrace the story without shame? If you have your pen and paper, you can write this down. You have to speak it honestly. Yes, tell the truth about your journey. Be authentic. When I tell people about what I've gone through with my daughter, I don't just paint it, I tell them how it is with all honesty. Because when I hide the fact about this whole thing, I'm not trying to make the other person close to me to be bold enough to share or to even say anything about themselves or to be bold enough to embrace their own story or to even dare to be different. Do you know what hiding does? Hiding will strengthen your shame. When you hide it, it strengthens your shame, I can bet you. But honesty brings healing. So you have to speak your story. You have to own it. I'm not saying, oh, you should just be out there telling people about yourself, but if you must dare to be different, you need to speak it with honesty. Many a times I've seen people with children that has cerebral palsy being aggressive, even to people that are close to them when they ask questions. They don't want to talk about their child. They don't want to talk about what they are going through. They believe that the next door neighbor, the next person should understand automatically. They are not being honest. You are grieving. Why not be true to it? That, oh, I understand that at this point in time, at this time of my life, or in this period, I'm not in a good shape at all. Speak, speak it with honesty. It will definitely help you to embrace your story without shame. Another thing that you need to do is to see that your story, see that your struggle, see that your situation as purpose. Yes. Every time I tell people, in my pain I found purpose. Desire is my purpose. Yeah, the path I've taken might be different, and I dare to be. I don't have to mince it with anything. I don't have to try to double over it and try to hide. You understand? Because when I hide, what am I doing? I'm strengthening shame. Today I can boldly do what other people are doing. Because why? I'm being honest. Yes, I have a daughter that needs more attention. I have a daughter that has gotten cerebral palsy, but that does not define me. So, for you to own your story, for you to embrace your story without shame, you need to be honest. And when you are honest, there's this self belonging that you begin to see yourself doing things, striving beyond that problem. It will definitely help you. You see, when you see that your pain, when you see that your story that looks ugly as your purpose, you see that your story carries lesson, your story carries strength, and your story will become a testimony. Most stories from pain to purpose are testimony based. Yes, even your tears can water someone else's growth. Yes, it's possible. Your tears, it can water because why? You are honest. There are people that just need somebody to just tell them, I've been through this particular phase. Don't worry, it's gonna be all right. Yes. Another thing that will make you to be able to embrace your story without shame is that you share your pain with safe people. I can't overemphasize this. Yes, share with safe people. It's not everybody that you see. Yes, it's good to be vulnerable, it's good to be honest, but how safe are these people that you talk to about what you're going through? You don't tell everyone everything, but you need to tell someone. Today, ask yourself, do I have any trusted person? Sometimes, today I was just reading a status, uh, yes, on our WhatsApp status, and I couldn't believe my eyes what she put out there. Immediately I read it, I knew, oh, maybe she's trying to talk to someone, or she's trying to just create a scenario. It speaks volume. You're talking to everybody, everybody's looking at your status, but somebody has already deduced that at this particular point in time, there's something going on. You're not telling it to save people. You're just out there, you put it out there and you just talk. I've seen so many parents of special needs children. They're on the internet, they're on Facebook. Quite all right, they say they're advocating for their children, but are they telling it to save people? Yeah, you don't need to carry this alone. There must be one person that you could talk to. Search yourself tonight. Do I have any safe person that I can talk to? I created the Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy a hub where parents can come and be understood. It's a safe place. It's not a place that you'll be judged. A place someone can pray with you, someone can lead you aright, someone can tell you, oh, this direction you are going, if you need to change it, someone will tell you. You are in a place, you are in a world that might look different from other people, but because you are there to be different and you are embracing your own story, you see yourself thriving beyond that circumstance. It is very good we tell ourselves the truth. Another thing is to surrender the outcome of your story. You don't need to control how people receive your story. You can't control that. Because many a times we say we are being judged. People don't understand us. Can you actually control how people perceive you? These are some things you can't change. Yeah. When you embrace the story, you are embracing freedom. Because why? You don't need approval from people. Why I was organizing this class, I wasn't just like, oh, if I go live, I need people, much people to come. If people are not coming, oh, I'll be down. No, I'm not looking for validation from anybody. I just want to be out there because the more I talk about my story, the more I build confidence. Even the more my daughter builds confidence, because when she see me do what I do now, I believe by this kind of modeling, she will be able to pick up from there. Yeah, many a times we have so many ugly stories, and the only way we can embrace our story without shame is by being honest, share it with trusted people, safe people, see it as a purpose. Then, do you know one thing again? Let God rewrite the ending. Yes, allow God. You can't do this without God. is what he specializes on. He specializes in redemption. Your lowest moment is not your last chapter. Know that. No matter how ugly your situation is, no matter how ugly you think that situation is right now, God is a redeemer. Sorry about that. Remember that your story may not have been planned. Your story is not what you planned. Many of us, we are in this situation without planning about it. I've not seen anybody that just sat down and begin to envisage and begin to plan ahead. Maybe during conception, you just be planning ahead that, oh, my baby will not be will be a special needs child and all that. Yes, sometimes you can be told in the hospital and you start planning. But most of the times when when we see that, oh, we carry a seed inside of us, there's this joy that we want to nurture inside of us. None of us. It might not be exactly what people need. It's a sacred journey. But you see, you have to believe that there is hope again. And surely there is hope. So don't shrink back. Don't shrink back. You don't need to apologize to anyone about your story. You own it. Speak it. Walk in it. I don't know how to say this. It is your strength. I don't think anyone can come today and confront me and tell me, why do you have a special needs child? No one is coming to ask me that kind of question. Because why? I owe nobody an answer to that. Because I have seen the light that this child is a sacred child. I have seen that this journey I'm walking is a different journey, and I'm walking in purpose. And when you do this, do you know what happens? The pain magically disappears. Yes, I can boldly say that I'm free from pain. Pain of nurturing a special needs child. I'm no longer in that seat. I have thrived above it. So also today, you can, and you really can. You can own your story, you can speak about your story as a special need mother, and you can walk boldly. This I can tell you for free. This I can tell you for free. Yeah. You don't have to figure everything out. You you are not happy about the situation, I know. You are not happy about what happened. When we talk about embracing your story, it doesn't mean that you are happy with what happened or you are trying to figure everything out. And it doesn't mean that the pain will magically disappear. Don't get me wrong. What it means is that you have stopped running from it. Yes, you have stopped hiding it. Most of us, we hide it. We don't want people to know. The more you hide it, the more you drain yourself. Yes. Even you can't even shine. Your beauty cannot be seen. Every time people sees you, they try to ask you what is wrong. And sometimes you get home and you begin to say, I don't know. Look at the mirror. You can't even appreciate yourself. Raven, I don't know what you meant by can you say as my income backwards? Can you say as my income backwards? I don't know what you meant by that anyway. Maybe you have to reframe what you meant. Sometimes we might have asked ourselves, why me? What did I do wrong? Yes. Am I going to live like this all my life? That is why I said, dare to be different. So now let me tell us a little story about a cracked pot. There was once a woman. You understand? She carried water every day from the river to her home. She used two large clay pots, one on each side of the pole across her shoulders. You understand? She put it on her shoulder. One pot was perfect, so perfect, strong and flawless. The other had a crack at its side. By the time she got home, the cracked pot was only half full. Are you getting it? And this went on for years. The perfect pot felt proud, very proud. So you can see this scenario I'm trying to paint. Why the cracked pot felt ashamed. Like it has failed its purpose. I can't hold water. I can't even allow my user to have enough water. One day, this crackpot said, I am sorry I have wasted your time and your water. But the woman smiled gently and said, have you noticed the flowers on your side of the path? I planted seeds on that side a very long time ago, and you have been watering them every day. That was what the crackpot said. I'm coming, just give me a minute. Trying to. Okay, so as I was saying, I was talking about the crackpot story. Yes, but you see, the crackpot was complaining that it couldn't serve its purpose. Why? Because it was cracked at one side. But the woman smiled and said, have you looked at the flower at the side of the pot? You've been watering it every day. But the white pot, the cracked pot was quiet. Ah, for the first time, it looked down and saw a trail of beautiful flowers blooming behind it. That was the cracked pot. Remember, the owner of the pot have to point the cracked pot to see what was behind the flowers that the pot has been watering, even if it's cracked. So, what is this lesson all about? That story feels cracked. Yes, quite all right. Your journey might feel less than perfect. This journey that we are, it might look as if it's not perfect. It might look as if nothing good will come out of it. But God's plan, He plants beauty when we see brokenness. Your story is not a waste. Your story is definitely not a waste. It is watering someone else's growth. That is what Thrive Beyond Cerebral Palsy is all about. That is what my story has been able to do. Imparting the life of other parents that are walking through this journey and they think they are not doing enough. And they think theirs is even worse. Yes, my story is watching someone else's story, someone else's growth. And maybe, just maybe, it's where the flower grows. You understand? So embrace your story. Cracks and all, embrace it. Because even when you don't see it yet, even when it doesn't feel like anything good is happening, you are leaving a trail of beauty behind you. Don't be shy about the circumstances that you find yourself as a parent of a special needs child. Don't be shy at all. If you are shy, you are strengthening shame. Yes, that is it. I will give us an acronym talking about story. STORY. I believe this will really help us. If you're with your pen, you can write it. What does S stand for? Strength, truth, ownership, and resilience. Yes, the story. STORY. Yes, strength, truth, ownership, and resilience. And of course, yes, when you have the strength, you'll be able to go through this struggle. There's strength in this struggle. You see, sometimes they say, oh, you're a super mom, you're doing well, you're doing beautifully well, oh, you are strong. Even the Bible says God cannot give us more than we can bear. So there's strength in this journey, there's strength in this struggle. That's what S stands for. When we talk about truth, we are saying that truth, you are embracing the truth and you are not hiding it. You are being honest. You know when you to say, oh, I'm tired, I think I can't go on anymore, I need help. You need know when to ask. Because you have strength, you speak the truth always, and you are not hiding. We'll talk about, oh, ownership without shame. You own your story, you are not ashamed. You speak with boldness, because even the word of God said, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of sound mind, of boldness, and of discipline. Yes, that is what the word of God says. Ownership without shame. Resilience. We're talking about resilience through trials. When you are going through tough times, you you dare to persist. You dare to be resilient. Yes. The why is saying yes to purpose, and then you find healing. I'll tell you a little bit of my story, how embracing this difference, or embracing my story, or just being different has helped me in parenting my daughter Desire. Yes, when I became a parent, I had dreams. I had things that I had wanted to do. I had dreams of how things would go. I figure out how I walk side by side with my daughter. Oh, how I'll make her hair, how I'll just make her so beautiful. Oh, I was imagining the milestones that she would go, the day she will walk, the day she will do this. Oh, you understand the laughter, the smooth routines, everything of raising my twins side by side. Imagine you having a twin, you know that feeling now. Yeah, they are twin. Oh, this is the senior one, this one is this. How they will be wearing things together, how they will love each other. Oh, even having equal opportunity, equal pace. I never envisaged that I would have to compare. But reality worked in differently. That was what reality did. It worked in differently. Boom. Desire was diagnosed of cerebral palsy. Wow. Is this for real? Not because of genetics or illness, because of a moment of negligence. negligence, something that should never have happened. Yes, the moment that truth hits me, oh God, something inside me got broken. Yes, I wasn't just heartbroken, I was so angry. Yes, I was so angry. Why me? Why did this have to happen? Because I never had any issue throughout the conception. So why now? I was so overwhelmed. I was terrified. This is just from my heart telling you this. Because I didn't sign up for this. I wasn't prepared. Why one child hits milestones with ease? Desire's twin brother. Desire require therapy. She requires support. And everything was entirely different. Level of attention, and I felt guilty of the truth. Yes, I wasn't even equipped for this. It was entirely different. But God began to whisper something there to me, something deeper to my heart. Yes, different doesn't mean I am damaged. Different doesn't mean my daughter is damaged. Yes, she's slow doesn't mean that she's less human. Yes, she couldn't attain milestones just like her brother, but I wasn't seeing her less at all. I was putting in everything. I was working hard. I was being resilient. I was persistent in her routine. But I wasn't hopeless at all. I wasn't. I wasn't hopeless. Despite the fact that I was tired at first, I said to myself, I need to be strong for my daughter. I dare to be different. I dare to face this as a purpose in my life. What is your story? What is your story that you are ashamed to talk about? You are ashamed to embrace. You are scared to be different from others. What would people say? Do you know that your story can be a source of strength to someone? Yes, it could be. At first, do you know what happened? I tried to parent like every other person. I tried to do it as every other person. How they are doing it. I apply the same pace, the same thing. Oh, if I see this one buy this shoe, I want to get it for Desire. Desire can do it. Yes, I was expecting the same thing, same expectation, running the same system like every other person. You know, this comparison syndrome. Oh, if she can walk at the age of 3, oh, I was just trying to do it all by myself. The more I did this, the more frustrated I became. And I really felt it. Yes, I really felt it. I almost grieve every time. Amen. Thank you, Kimberly. Yes, the Lord will definitely increase us. He will give us strength in this journey. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Better. I am my story. Strength is in me. Yes, definitely there's strength in you. You are your own story. You can't be any other person. There can't be any Catherine Irene anywhere else. I am Mommy Desire. It can't change anytime. So I dare to be different. You see, just like I was saying, the more I did these things, trying to be everyone else, the more frustrated. and the more grief I felt. Yes. But until one day, a day came in the stillness of caring for desire. Oh, especially when I was feeding her. I'll watch her look into my eyes. It looks as if she's helpless. But there's this truth I heard that settles in my soul. Yes, that I'm choosing to be different. I'm choosing for this difference. I'm choosing for this child. I'm choosing for her situation. I'm choosing for this struggle. I'm choosing for this purpose. Yes, that was the turning point for me. You might think your story is worse. You might think, oh, my child situation is worse. No, when if I tell you how it was, now people can see desire and they are, oh wow, desire, desire. It was that bad. But I chose to be different. That difference can make a big turnaround in your life if only you can embrace the story without shame. Embrace the story with honesty. Embrace your story with all truth. Be true to yourself. Excuse me. So I began to see that all these children, they are different and they are in their own lane, different reading, in their own, they have their own timeline. I began to trust in my instincts. Yes, I let go all guilt and I let faith lead instead of fear. Yes. And that is what I'm still doing up to this moment. I didn't just learn how to parent desire with cerebral palsy. I didn't just learn it. I learned how to be present. I learned how to be different. And I began to see the beauty in the small things that I do. I learned how to love her differently, just the way she was created. I encourage you today, dare to be different. You are in that story or you are in this struggle for a purpose. And I bet you, until you begin to see that this journey is for a purpose, you can't even embrace the story. You will still be ashamed. You can't even talk about what you are going through. Everybody will say this journey is hard. Yes, no journey is very easy. Even people that don't have children with cerebral palsy, children that don't have people that don't have children with special needs, they struggle too. You think they are having just all the time, they are just all their times are just good. No, they struggle also. You own your story. Embrace it without shame. Stop being aggressive. People that are around you, you want them to automatically embrace you. You want them to automatically feel, oh yes, I need to love this person. Have you loved yourself enough? Have you loved yourself enough? Have you loved your child enough? Have you been true to yourself enough? Dare to be different. You are in a journey that is already different from that of every other person. Stop the comparison and dare to be yourself. In that difference, you will be begin to see the places, the loopholes where you need to cover, where you need to mend, and you begin to walk with all honesty. I've seen people run from one place to the other. They use different means thinking that, oh, help will come from that area. Automatically, they just want everything to disappear. It might be slow, but when you dare to be yourself, embrace it. This is who I am. Be true to yourself. You will tell me it's hard. It's hard, I know. But is it not better for you to choose your heart and know where you belong? I will end with this. We can thrive beyond our situation. We can dare to be different. We talk about being honest. Share your story in a safe place. Where are you at the moment? You are in a community where you cannot speak, a community where you cannot talk about your journey, a community where you cannot air your voice. What are you doing there? Sometimes even you are in a community where you can air your voice, but you are hiding, you are at the back seat because you are thinking, I don't need to be here, I don't need people to hear about what I'm going through. Mine might be worse. Today I stand to challenge you. Dare to be different in that place, wherever you find yourself. Own your story and embrace it without shame. It is possible. It is very possible. I believe that you have been blessed tonight and you got value from this section. I want you to follow all our handles, invite your friends, share our flyers anytime you come across it, and you can also book a one-on-one section with me if you have anything to discuss, anything you are going through, you don't know how to go about a particular situation, how can your voice be heard, how can you be different, you just want some things that are disturbing you, feel free, you can book a one-on-one section with me. I'll put the link out there and everyone will be able to access it. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'll open the floor. If you have any question, you can put it on the chat box and I will see how I can be able to answer that in the few minutes that we've got. We've got about 12 minutes for question and answer. And if not, quality day. Yeah, I'm waiting. And you can also put in the chat box if you got value for this, if it's a section that you enjoyed. Yeah, you can just put on the chat box. Thank you. I'm thanking all those that actually joined. Thank you for being here. Oh, thank you, Bethel. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you. Yes, thank you too. You're a blessing too. You're a blessing to your generation. Thank you for the work you do in the Empowered Couples Forum. I really appreciate it, and I'm so blessed being part of that forum. Yes, thank you. Yeah, that is. I'm not ashamed to share my story. I've embraced it, and that's why I can share it, and I'm being honest with it. Thank you very much for appreciating that. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting if there's any question, any contribution. Okay, in the absence of, there's no question, I can't say any question anyway, so I'll call it a day. See you in our next section. Take care. Bye bye. Yeah, bye bye.